Do I sell it? Do I rent it? What do I do? Final episode. Okay, so you guys have seen the videos. Do I rent my condo? Do I sell my condo? What do I do? So, the pros of keeping it as a rental is I already own it. It's a great location and I can continue to, pay down the loan, get the tax benefits, all of that. And it's easy to manage because it's right there. Flip side, I could sell it, and the advantages to selling it is then I can buy other assets, other real estate. And so what did I do? Well, as you probably saw, if you've been following me on the properties that I've been selling, I ended up selling the property. So here's a couple of reasons why. Reason number one is I looked at a return on equity. So I took a look at how much money I was actually going to make on it, and I compared it to what I could actually buy. And if I bought something else, what was the type of cash flow I would get in comparison to the sale? Second thing is I did take a look at the current political unrest that was going on between tenants, landlords, and our city council. So at the time, the eviction moratorium was still in place. So as a business decision, and it was a tough one, I had to look and say, I can do all the vetting possible, and I could still have a tenant that decides not to pay, and there'd be no recourse for it. So you can imagine, I put a tenant in there, and they decide not to pay. I say, well, someone's got to pay the HOA dues, someone's got to pay the mortgage, property tax, and insurance. I just couldn't take that risk, right? So for those that are very pro tenants or pro rent control, these are the types of conversations landlords are happening behind the scenes. This is a business, this is my personal investment, right? No one wants to touch your 401k. I don't want anyone touching my money. Same thing. So those are some of the big reasons. Ultimately, what ended up happening was through a business partner, we bought a fourplex in Nashville, which that is currently underway for some of the remodeling work. And once that's done, that's going to cash flow fairly well, better than what my condo is going to be. Then I still had money left over. So I bought a triplex in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, with that one, it needs some work. So I'm doing what's called the BRRRR method. So I bought it. I'm in the process of rehabbing it. I'll rent it out. I will refinance because I bought it technically all cash because I used all the money from the 1031 exchange, and I only had to put in like less than $5,000. That's the difference. Plus I'm going to put in the rehab work. Then once I refinance, I'll get my cash back. Then the last BRRRR is repeat. The idea is to do it again. So you can imagine that this is going to be a great investment property. Now, for those that are thinking, why did I invest out of state rather than Los Angeles? It's for that very reason I mentioned before. It was just the political unrest just wasn't there for me when there's other opportunities. So why did I pick Nashville and Birmingham? Well, briefly, Nashville, very popular city. A lot of people are moving there. You have Oracle that moved there. They left California. There's hip and trendiness going on. The one that we ended up buying was actually near university. So student housing is always a big deal, especially because no matter what the political climate is, what's going on in the economy, people generally still go to college. So we knew that'd be a good value. Birmingham, which I get a lot of people giving me weird eyes for, I have a philosophy, even when I invest here in Los Angeles, both my house hacks were like this, is I look at desirable areas and I live just outside of them, or I buy just outside of them. Because as the main areas get overpriced, people have to go somewhere. And I believe Birmingham is one of those areas. Right now, people are leaving California and going to other like Florida's, Texas, Tennessee, and other states, even Columbus, Ohio, for example. But as those places get priced out, people have to go somewhere. And I think that Birmingham, kind of some of those southern states, is going to be where they're going to go. You get good quality of life. The affordability is there. You can rent a 2-bedroom place for like $700, right? So for those that are working remotely, they might like that. So those are some of the reasons why I'm investing there. So I'm not saying no, I'm not going to not invest in Southern California. I'll be looking in Ventura County. Maybe I'll look in Los Angeles as well. But for the time being, those are the two areas that I looked. Both, once they are fully rented and cash flowing, will cash flow probably about 2 to 3 times more than what I will get if I were to keep the condo. So you can imagine I now have 9 doors, including my ADU, off of selling my one condo. So if you're thinking about doing a 1031 exchange, I'm happy to talk about it, talk about the nuances, pros, cons, but also the potential, right? I sold a condo and I was able to buy 7 doors. That's really good, right? Because that means 7 days a week I'm getting paid, right? If each tenant were to pay a day. So something to think about. Happy to talk about it more. Go ahead and drop me a line. We can sell your place here. If you want to stay in California, happy to help. If you want to reinvest out of state, I have a great referral network to help you with that. So let me know, comment below your thoughts. If you have any questions, happy to answer them. You guys have a great rest of your day.